Hello and welcome to the world of EDC. My name's Jeff and I wanted to go over a quick idea which is going to be an open tag. A lot of people in the knife world do these open tags and I figured I might as well come up with an idea and see who I can't get to join in, considering that I have zero reputation in the knife world and I do have a decent idea on this. So, anyways, let's get on into it. The idea behind this is the top 5 knives that make great gifts. And with that being said, it's not just any 5 random knives. I do have a couple of rules. For me, a multi tool is kind of like a cop out. So, I would say that multi tools are out. However, it's your video if you want to get in on the tag and throw a multi-tool in there. I guess it's okay. I also, the second rule would be 1 knife per pay tier. And so I'm setting the pay tiers at $25, $50, $100, $150, and $200. Now, obviously, not a lot of people are going to be gifting those higher end knives, but I figured I'd separate them out in that way because, most of the time people are cheap suckers. And so they're going to be giving out, knives like the one in front of you, the Rat 2 in Osate, which is currently, I think it's right around $21 on Amazon. And so I just think that this, between the action, the Os 8 I can kind of do without, but it's just a great blade. It comes out of the box super sharp. This one's obviously been in my pocket for a lot of time, and I just enjoy carrying it. It kind of disappears in your pocket, and I just really enjoy this knife. So because I enjoy this knife, I expect a lot of people, even if they're not knife people, would enjoy this knife. Just it's a really good size. It's got all the attributes that I would look for as a gift. So that's why this is my 25 or less knife as a gift. I would definitely give one of these to anyone, a knife person, non-knife person, anybody that I would, pick as a person to give a knife to as a gift. This would not be a bad option. The next one I'm going to bring out is this. No, that's the wrong one. The Spyderco Tenacious. This is another knife that I carry all the time, and I've actually been gifted a Spyderco Tenacious. This one here with the serrations, I've put this one to hard use. Not because I don't love it, but because I've got those serrations there that are going to pretty much be sharp no matter what I do to them. So the way I see a knife is it's a tool, so I'm going to put it to use. I don't, buy most knives to just look at them for the most part. So this knife's been through a lot, and to me, I think that was the idea behind the gift. So give somebody a tool that they can use. This one is one that I bought myself and have been trying to teach myself to sharpen on, because it's the HCR 13 MOV. And pardon my dog, of course she's gonna bark while I'm recording this. Because it's the ACR 13 MOV, I've tried different patterns, I've tried different sharpeners, I've tried like the work sharp and different things on it. So it's definitely, for me, the price that you pay for this knife and what you get out of it is a great entry gift to give to somebody else, because you can say, give this one a shot, because the steel is manageable as far as sharpening. It'll take a really good edge. Sorry about that interruption. I just wanted to make sure that the dog wasn't going to be barking for the duration of this video. So what I was saying is that you can sharpen this knife even as an amateur, which is what I am at sharpening. And if you mess it up, if you ruin the blade, which I guess would be a really hard thing to do, you're not really losing out anything. So it might be a really good entry for someone to get into the knife world with, if you're trying to get somebody interested in knives, whether it be sharpening or collecting or whatever else you're trying to get somebody into, for $50 or less, which I think you can get one of these on Amazon for $45 or so right now, which is a great price to pay for a really great knife. I just really love the Tenacious, and it fits that price category perfectly. So that brings us to the less than $100 range. And so my first one that I want to bring in is the Spyderco Dragonfly. If this was under the $50 mark, I would definitely pick this knife over the Tenacious, because this is just the perfect size for anyone. You could hand this knife to basically anyone and they will not be afraid of it. It's not, a weapon or anything like that. This is something that someone would see and go, I could get behind that kind of knife. It's small enough, it's got all the right characteristics for a beginner's knife. And so to me, I think that this knife is the perfect entry. However, I can't pick it because if I'm going to spend more than 50 but less than 100, I want to kind of probably get closer to that $100 range. Though, if you're looking for something around the $60 range, this is the perfect knife. Which brings me to another Spyderco offering, the Delica 4. Now, if there was a $75 range, this would be the knife. Same reason as the Spyderco. It's really light. It's, they've been reviewed to the nth degree, so I won't get into all of it, but just a really good offering. If I was to have to pick one knife to be the less than $100 gift, I would have to go with the mini Kryptonian. And the reason why is because it's got the fidget factor with, the axis lock. It comes with decent steel. I can't remember off the top of my head what this steel is. 156. I'm not sure. But it comes with a decent steel. It's got the fidget factor. You can get a deep carry pocket clip like I got from Benchmade for free. Which they probably won't care if they're not a knife person, but that is something nice that is an option for this knife. It's a really non-threatening size. It's just a really good working knife. It has great jimping, which if you haven't noticed, I really love knives with jimping. And so this to me has to be the less than $100 pick. It just has to be, for me personally. If you find them at the right time, the normal Kryptonian comes in at less than $100. But to me, I'm giving a gift. I'm not giving something that, I'm not necessarily going to be going straight to a knife person. So I think that the mini Kryptonian is much less threatening. Say if you're giving it to a wife, a girlfriend, a friend, something like that. This is definitely, the mini Kryptonian is going to definitely be the better option in my opinion. So that's why it comes in at my less than $100 pick. Now, this knife, the Mannix 2 lightweight, typically comes in, I bought this one from the Golden store in Colorado because that's where I live, for I think around $94 before tax. But typically online they're going to be more than $100, and which is why it's coming in at the above $100 but less than $150. Just as an example, this is not the knife that I would pick. Also, and I'm doing this just to give you guys some of the options that I kind of considered. Also, is the Benchmade, which is the one that I would probably pick overall out of all of the knives that I've shown you as the one to give. So that is going to be my less than $150 pick. However, I did want to mention the Para 3 and the Para 2. This is the Para 2 in CPMS 30V. Really good knife. I just got this knife. It's only found its way into my pocket 2 times so far, but I really like it. It's really, a nice carry, and I think that it's, just got the perfect ergonomics and whatnot. It's been reviewed, to the nth degree, so I won't go into any of that specifics, but this is definitely a, top runner, that I would, a top contendant for, a contestant, I guess is the word I'm looking for best gift for under 150. But for me, the bug outs, I have both versions, except for 2 of the 3 versions. I'm not going to spend the $600 for the gold class one, though I wish I could. I just think that these knives are perfect for, you know, a little bit more than $100. You can get really lightweight, decent blade steel. It's got the fidget factor with the axis lock. It's just a really good gift item to me. I think it's really a good option for a gift to give to somebody. Now, the $200 knife that I would pick, I don't actually have one right now, but I am eyeballing, and so I'm going to go to the old trusty iPad, and it is the 940 Knife Works. I'm knocking all my camera out of, let me go ahead and readjust this. I'm sorry about this. First rodeo, you know that. This is only my second video, so cut me a little slack. Anyways, this knife to me is just absolutely beautiful with the blue, you know, lining in the, what is that, I think it's G10. I'm not sure what. It's just pretty to me. And so if I was to buy a 940, which this is, like I said, is on my radar, I'm gonna get this knife hopefully before they go out of stock. And from what I understand, what they have is what they have, and once they're sold out, they're not going to sell anymore. But this knife right here is just absolutely beautiful, and for, as you can see, just under $200. Perfect gift. I think anybody that wants to spend that much money and buy a knife for someone can't go wrong with that knife. So with all of that being said, I really do hope that other people get involved in this tag, you know, more professional and obviously more seasoned knife video makers are able to take this tag and run with it, because I think it's a very interesting topic. You know, a lot of people enjoy knives, so as such they want to share them with other people. And so with that being said, I am going to tag 3 people that to me are really high-end content makers, and when they make, and if they make this video, they will obviously do it much better than I did. But I'm gonna go with Patty's Potato Peelers, In the Pocket, and I'm gonna shoot for the moon and hope that he does it, because I really enjoy his content, even though he's astronomically larger than any kind of channel that I could ever hope to have. Slicey Dicey, because I really enjoy his content, and I would really like to see which 5 knives he would offer as meeting the criteria as far as price and gift to a friend or anybody else that he would like to give a knife to. So with all that being said, I really do hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you like the idea behind this. Please let me know down in the comment section below if there's a knife that you guys in particular would like to gift somebody or like to receive as a gift. And please share this video with anybody that you feel inclined to. Hit the like button. It really does help a channel to grow, so I've heard. So with all that being said, I really do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.